evening, fans, and welcome to Carver Gymnasium and WECU Court for tonight's contest between the Northwest Nazarene University Nighthawks and your top 10 nationally ranked Western Washington University Viking Knights. And tonight is WECU night and Pink night. Before we begin, we would like to acknowledge that we gather today on the ancestral homelands of the Coast Salish peoples who have lived in the Salish Sea Basin throughout the San Juan Islands and the North Cascades watershed from time immemorial. Please join us in expressing our deepest respect and gratitude for our indigenous neighbors, the Lummi Nation and Nooksack tribe, for their enduring care and protection of our shared lands and waterways. Thank you. And now, fans, please rise if able and remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of the national anthem performed by the amazing Viking Band. And now, fans, let's meet both teams. First, for the visiting Nighthawks from Northwest Nazarene. This starting five is announced by head coach Steve Steele in his 7th season. Assistant coaches are Stacy Lukasavage and Talis Jordana. A 6'1" freshman forward from Eugene, Oregon, number 1, Donica Starr. A 5'5" senior guard from El Paso, Texas, wearing number 3, Jordan Pinson. A 5'9" senior point guard from Meridian, Idaho, Lydia Nieto. A 5'6" junior guard from Melba, Idaho, number 11, Emma Clark. And a 6'1" junior forward from Pasco, wearing number 24, Claire Eubanks. Fans, those are your Northwest Nazarene Nighthawks. And fans, are you ready? And now, fans, let's meet the Vikings. This starting five is announced by head coach Carmen Dolfo, assistant coaches Stacy Terrell, Bobby Westendorf, Annalisa Fish, George Irwin, and Mike Lee. Before announcing this starting five, though, we want to introduce tonight's honorary coach for Pink Night. Leading the team out to the court will be former Viking player and assistant coach Erica Van Dyken. A local product at a Nooksack Valley High School, where she is now a coach, Erica was a standout player for the Vikings from 2009 to 13. During her time as a Viking, Erica was affected by cancer in a number of ways. During her senior season, her father lost his long battle with a rare form of cancer, and after her collegiate playing days were over, Erica discovered a cancerous tumor in her lung. After a number of treatments, Erica remains cancer-free today. Through all the hardships Erica has gone through with cancer, the first place she looked for support was her teammates and coaches here at Western. Whether it was a call to Coach Dolfo or leaning on teammates' shoulders, the Western basketball family was her support system. And we are honored to have Erica here tonight as our honorary coach for Pink Night. Thanks for being here, Erica. And now let's meet the Vikings. The starting fives led off by 5'10" senior guard from Everson, number 1, Avery Dykstra. A 5'10" sophomore guard from Everson, number 3, Riley Dykstra. A 6'3" junior forward from Vancouver, number 15, Brooke Walling. A 5'11" senior from Everson, number 20, Katrina Jamaica. And a 5'9" senior guard wearing number 32 from Napavine, Molly Olson. The referees for tonight's GNAC contest, Michael Ann Watts, Jillian Quinn, and Zach Wild.
Hello and welcome to Carver Gym. We've got Viking basketball for you on Viking TV. I'm Adam Race alongside Butch Kamina as the number 9 nationally ranked Western Washington Vikings return to Carver Gym after a 4-game road trip to take on the Northwest Nazarene Nighthawks. Western Washington coming into this game 16-2 on the season, 10-1 in the GNAC. Northwest Nazarene 9-10 on the season, 5-6 in the GNAC. Currently in the 6th spot in the conference. Vikings on top right now, but looking to pick up a win to keep pace with Montana State University Billings. Butch, tell us about the significance of this game in the GNAC standings.
Billings has already won tonight. They defeated Western Oregon 76-57. So for the Vikings to stay atop first place alone in the conference, need a victory tonight.
Vikings were handed their first conference loss of the season on that road trip in Billings. Had a 14-game winning streak snapped. Ended up as the 10th longest winning streak in Vikings history. Vikings with the opening tip, get off to a good start in front of the home fans. With it now is Molly Olson getting it down to Brooke Walling, trying to get into the corner to Dykstra. Eventually does get to it at the top. Olson has space to shoot the 3 and drills it. 3-0 to open things up.
Yeah, Molly Olson returned to the lineup last weekend on the Alaska road trip, picking up where she left off with a perimeter shooting, especially in Anchorage on Saturday.
Vikings were able to slot Mason Oberg into that spot with Molly Olson's injury. Performed very well, but that's just a show of the depth that this team has. That shot there from Jordan Pinson draws air. Rebound to Northwest Nazarene, though. Driving inside, Danica Starr, the freshman, can't get it to go. Rebound, Brooke Walling. Going the other way quickly with Avery Dykstra. Now to Riley. Riley can't get the ball down low to Walling. Able to recover, though. At the top with Olson. Moving right to left. Layup with the left hand. A little too strong. Rebound, Starr. Nighthawks going with a bit of a taller starting 5. 2 players standing at 6'1". Both of their main 3-point threats on the bench right now. Kanisha and Castledine. Driving in with it is Eubanks. Eubanks, unfriendly roll. Fighting for the rebound is Jamaica. Falling out of bounds with the ball, though. Italy staying on this end. Nighthawks ball.
We talked about the importance of this game for the Vikings. A big game for the Nighthawks as well. A 3-way tie for 5th. Remember that there are 6 spots in the GNAC postseason tournament, so they need some victories as well.
Quick shot off of the inbound is good from Danica Starr. The freshman out of Eugene, Oregon. Gets the first bucket of the night for Northwest Nazarene.
It looked like maybe Molly Olson stepped inbounds on the inbound pass, and Northwest Nazarene will have it back.
Infraction you don't see very often, but the Nighthawks will take it. Chance to take their first lead early on in this game. All knotted at 3. Teams exchanging 3-point shots. That one's taken away by Katrina Jamaica. In transition, backed up by Walling. Takes the mid-range herself and hits it. Katrina Jamaica's had such a good year contributing offensively. That one's going to stay on this end with the Nighthawks. Jamaica currently with a 56% field goal percentage. Just part of this Vikings team that's one of the best field goal percentage teams in the nation, as that little move there will not pay off as the layup is no good from Emma Clark. And the Vikings will take the ball. Vikings right now, third in the nation in three-point field percentage, 389. Team field goal percentage, around 47%. Oh. Quick move there to Brooke Walling, lays it in, 7-3 Vikings.
What a look by Molly Olson from the half-court line, finding Walling underneath for the lay-in.
Molly Olson, one of the better dime droppers on this Vikings squad. Always good to have her back in the lineup. When you have someone with that vision who can get it inside to Walling, there's not a lot you can do about it. Corner three now from Eubanks is no good. Jamaica picks up the rebound. Hard screen from Jamaica. Molly Olson trying to find some room. Turns it over, though. Nieto with it. Moving up quickly to Pinson. Pinson, mid-range jump shot. A little bit strong. Jamaica picks up the rebound again. This tall look that the Nighthawks are putting out there. Giving the Vikings a little bit of trouble trying to get that ball down low. As they get another steal here. This time taken away by Emma Clark. Eubanks gets it out to Jordan Pinson. Pinson out to Danica Starr. Starr's going to be called there for the travel. The Vikings going to make some changes here. True Riley coming into the game alongside Steph Peterson. Vikings are a team who use all the players on the bench. 10 players on this team averaging at least 11 minutes per game. All players averaging at least 7.5 minutes per game. Peterson kicks it out. Dykstra, the three, hits it.
It's a big difference in Avery Dykstra's game this year, hitting almost 43% from three-point range coming in.
Vikings on that road trip against Alaska Fairbanks hit a team record 18 three-pointers in a game where they attempted 35. That little lay-in there from Eubanks is good. Eubanks, the second leading scorer on this Nighthawks squad, averaging 11.3 per game, one of two players in double digits. Driving in, there's Avery Dykstra. She gets the driving layup to go. Doing it from distance and driving in to get the points as well. 12-5 Vikings, opening up an early lead here. Driving in there is Nieto. Layup won't go. Called for the foul, though, is Avery Dykstra. Nieto will go to the line.
Lydia Nieto, a couple years at Azus Pacific before transferring to Northwest Nazarene. Part-time starter over the last couple years, moved back into the starting lineup in their victory over Seattle Pacific the other night. Had a very efficient performance with 13 points.
Nieto misses the first free throw in that win against SPU, 63-49 victory. Good defensively and offensively. It was the Nighthawks' best shooting performance of the season.
And at the other end, they held Seattle Pacific to just 20 points in the second half. It was a 29-all tie at halftime, and they just completely put the clamps on them.
Great all-around performance as the Nighthawks try to fight for those spots in the GNAC tournament. As you said, Butch, top 6 will make it.
One of the things we'll see here from NNU is full court pressure almost all the time. Typically man-to-man, they'll press the inbound passer and then sometimes back out, but then surprise you with a trap, as they tried to do there.
Another long pass ahead from Molly Olson, finds Brooke Walling for the easy layup. Vikings, one of the best passing teams in Division II, showing it off early against the pressure from the Nighthawks. Castledine with it. Now to Wade. Wade drives in, turnaround layup, rolls in. Wade, the freshman out of Havre, Montana.
Ever been to Havre?
My family's from Montana, so I know how to say it. That'll be a timeout on the floor here. Vikings up 14-8.
You're getting thirsty, bold, refreshing. So good. I mean, dude.
Welcome back to Carver Gym. Vikings up 14-8. Right now we're having a check on a Northwest Nazarene three-pointer. See if we can stay at 14-8 or go to 14-7. But what have you seen early on in this game, Butch, from the Vikings? Are opening up a little early lead.
Yeah, very good start, breaking the pressure. And we're seeing the presence of Molly Olson. She hit the three-pointer early. And one of the things that Carmen Dolfo talked about Molly was out is Molly's a taller point guard, about 5'10". Sees over the defense very well. And twice she's found those long passes into Brooke Walling to break the pressure for a lay-in. And the three-pointer did stand.
It'll remain 14-8 Vikings. Going to ground there is McKenna Castledine. Play continues. Ball into Truett Riley. Driving layup too strong. Fighting for the rebound and getting it are the Nighthawks. Moving up the floor now with Kanishka. Inside now to Wade. Little cut move there. Getting into the corner. Three-point shot. Rims out. Shot from Castledine there. No good. Vikings grab the rebound. Moving quickly ahead to Riley Dykstra. Peterson will slow things down. Trying to get it down low to Truett Riley was Peterson. Swatted out of bounds by Cami Kanishka. Inbound pass finds Brooke Walling. Pulls up from mid-range. Short. Rebound, Nighthawks. Over the floor with Pinson. Pinson, the honorable mention, all GNAC last year. Senior guard out of El Paso, Texas. Gets it down low to Wade. Back up to Pinson. Pinson, too many steps, other way. Now we're going to see Carly Zaragoza come in for Brooke Walling. Butch, talk a little bit about Zaragoza's season this year.
You know, slow start, but the last 3 games averaging almost 13 points a game, double figures, averaging about 10 over the last 7. She's been in double figures 5 of the last 7 games after just doing it once in the early weeks of the season. So really ramping up her performances the last few weeks.
Zaragoza and Riley, a formidable bench forward duo, on the bench as well coming into this game right now. Maddie Grandboys.
Yeah, the depth of what the Vikings can throw you at the 4 and the 5 is really impressive.
And that'll be a foul against McKenna Castledine. Tried to draw the charge, but it'll be a block instead.
Castledine and Annalyn Bonner from Eagle, where for at least some of their time there, the head coach was Cody Pickett, the former UW quarterback.
Butch Kamina, the encyclopedia, once again.
I actually watched McKenna Castledine play once or twice in high school. So
Zaragoza drives in, Euro step, tries to get the layup to go. That'll be a foul. It'll be going the other way, Nighthawks ball. Brought up the floor by Pinson, guarded by. That'll be an offensive foul there. Illegal screen against Avery Dykstra.
We talked about before. The last couple years, there's been that emphasis on having to really set that screen and hold it, not allowing people to slide with the pursuing defender. And a good example of it right there is Wade wasn't quite set.
Vikings putting one of their best defenders, Avery Dykstra, on Pinson, the leading scorer for NNU. But that pass inside finds Zaragoza, lays it up easily.
Such a great seal from Carly Zaragoza. And Jamaica finds her for the lay-in.
Driving in is Castledine. She'll be fouled there by Riley Dykstra. You can see Molly Olson re-enter the game here.
Vikings without Mason Oberg tonight. Just nothing long-term, just resting, a bit of knee soreness. She also missed the Anchorage game. They expect her back reasonably soon, but they've got Molly Olson back and means a few more minutes for some of the other people in rotation tonight as well.
Quick pass into Emma Clark. Clark drives in. Layup is good. Nighthawks in double digits, 16-10 now. Olson brings it up the floor. Gets it inside to Zaragoza, looking to go to work again. That time layup is too strong. Rebound taken by Loy Wade. Danica Starr loses the handle on it, but it went off of Jamaica. It'll be Nighthawks ball. Pass in, taken by Wade. Emma Clark with it, guarded by Jamaica. Wade going to work against Olson. Falls down, but gets it out instead to Clark. 2 on the shot clock. Got to shoot now. Did not get the shot up in time. Looks like Zaragoza took a shot to the face there. Walking it off, though.
Was it Emma Clark that ran into her there just trying to get that shot off?
We will see Brooke Walling returning now for Zaragoza.
Excuse me, Nieto.
Walling, of course, a player we can't say too many good things about. The list of accolades grows and grows. Such a pivotal part of this team. All-American caliber player.
In the top 10 of the GNAC in about 5 different categories right now. Scoring, rebounds, assists, blocks, field goal percentage.
Leads the Vikings in 6 statistical categories.
Yeah, throw in steals.
It's always a pretty good sign when you have a player like that, but you still have players on the bench like True Riley, Zaragoza, who can put in great minutes behind her, as that'll be a shooting foul. Going to the line will be Molly Olson. Olson, an 81% free throw shooter.
The Vikings are a very good free throw shooting team at a little over 76%.
She hits them both. The trap causing some problems here, trying to get it across half court, and they finally do. Emma Clark gets it down low. Eubanks working against Walling. Contested shot won't go. Walling draws the foul there on the rebound. See that high press from the Nighthawks. Vikings able to break it here. That pass is errant there from Molly Olson. Was trying to do the football pass down to Walling again. This time a little bit too low and taken away. One part of the Vikings game that's been a little bit shaky this season is that turnover number.
Very nice little move by Kate Clark to get into the lane there and score.
Olson with the ball now. Gets it up to Jamaica. Finds Walling wide open.
That is textbook. Once you broke the trap, a couple quick passes. You press the Vikings, you're going to have to contend with Brooke Walling getting easy looks at the other end if they break it.
Jamaica committing a foul there against Claire Eubanks. Inbounds pass from Kanishka. Finds Kate Clark. Kanishka, the lead three-point threat on this Nighthawks squad. Shooting around 34%. This time drives in, though, and is fouled.
So Cami Kanishka from Kashmir, a solid program in the state of Washington, and she encountered the Dykstras before they met at this level. 2018, Cami Kanishka with Kashmir, the Dykstra sisters with Linden Christian in the Class 1A state championship. A 50-48 victory for the Lynx, excuse me. And of course, there's another player on the floor in that game. Haley Van Lith now plays in Louisville.
Familiar foes in Carver Gym, but after the first quarter, Vikings have a 20-12 lead. We'll be back shortly for the last 10 minutes of the first half.
Introducing the new and improved taste of Pepsi Zero Sugar. Now more delicious. Try it now. Zero never tasted so good.
I would summarize my experience at Western as I was a guarded, nerdy kid who loved to perform, who allowed herself to put in the time and effort to carve herself into something.
Jump in.
Vikings holding a 20-12 lead. Right now, getting into Brooke Walling's been working well for them.
Yeah, they're breaking that pressure. That's what Northwest Nazarene's going to do. It's unlikely that they're going to back out of that. But the Vikings, although there have been a couple of turnovers, they found Walling twice underneath for lay-ins. Both of them from Molly Olson, and 3 times actually she's been found for lay-ins. So really efficient way of breaking that press. And the Vikings are long. They're tall enough to get over a lot of pressure. We go back to the national championship game. They had as much success as anybody. It wasn't enough against Glenville, but they did break it at times.
Northwest Nazarene trying to come out with a taller look tonight as that little long mid-range shot from Lydia Nieto falls. But so far, they've been hurt by their field goal percentage. They shot 6 of 14 in that first half to the Vikings 8 of 12. Avery Dykstra with it. In the corner to Grand Boys, back to Dykstra. Driving in, little lane. Can't get the layup to go. Rebound goes to Kanishka. Down low to Starr. Starr working against Walling. Loses the handle, going the other way. That won't go down as a steal for Brooke Walling, but that good defense caused the turnover.
Here you are, a freshman in your 10th game, and you have to go toe-to-toe with Brooke Walling. It's a tall order.
It's a tall order for anyone, any lever experience, but Starr, the freshman, definitely in for a tough one tonight on the offensive end. Pass down low, layup won't go. Walling fights for the rebound. Riley can't control the pass. Truett Riley fighting for that one. It'll be a jump ball. And as always, we see the hustle from Truett Riley going after every single rebound. That time it pays off with the maintaining of possession for the Vikings. Riley will give way now to Zaragoza back on the court. Zaragoza early, a couple points off the bench in this one. Down low to Walling. Layup too strong. Rebound snatched by Nieto. Castledine taken away by Zaragoza. came flying in to just snatch it out of the air. That pass there just finds Riley Dykstra. Down to Walling, layup is good. And we see it once again, that relay, almost like in baseball, just one player to the next. And the ending is Brooke Walling putting it away in the paint, as we are so used to, as that layup's no good. Walling with the rebound. Walling 4 for 6 early on in this one with 8 points and 5 rebounds.
All 8 of those points right around the basket, and Zaragoza is going to get called for an offensive foul here.
Zaragoza fouled Danica Starr there. First foul on Zaragoza. So we see here just that pass down low to Walling. Nothing you can do at that point. When she's on, she's making good 80% of those shots and racking up the points. Working with it is Castledine now. Nieto pulls up from 3. Wide left, rebound Zaragoza. Zalbedier. Foul called there against Brooke Walling in the paint.
Yeah, it just leaned in. The defender got there, I think, maybe a little closer than Brooke thought. An offensive foul.
Claire Eubanks, the player to draw that one. Starr working against Zaragoza. Gives it up now to Castledine. Castledine's down on the floor in some pain. Looks like it coming together down low there. Castledine worse for wear from the collision. See, there was a collision with Riley Dykstra. She was trying to take that shot. Might have come down a little bit awkward on that leg. Both teams at their benches, of course, never like to see a player down in some pain right now, but it looks like
very tough for McKenna Castledine, who missed last year, redshirted last year because of injury. So she is up on her feet.
Look to be having some trouble with that left leg, I believe. She is up on her feet now. Good to see. Smile on her face. Looks like she'll be able to walk this one off. As she will be able to get to the bench. Round of applause from the crowd here at Carver Gym. Good crowd on hand for Pink Night at Carver Gym. This play will restart here. Vikings ball. 6-point lead at 22-16. Dykstra looking for options, gets it into Grand Boys. Takes it across half court, guarded by Kate Clark. Now back to Dykstra. Zaragoza in the corner. Down low to Brooke Walling, quick layup, rolls in. Once again, Brooke Walling gets that ball and his money down low.
Well, and I think that the total of distance of her 5 field goals is about 12 feet right now.
10 points all the same early on. 5 for 7.
It's a tribute to the position she's getting and the ability of her teammates to feed her the ball.
Riley Dykstra now gets it into Zaragoza, trying to do work in the paint, and she does. Zaragoza with 4 points now.
16 of the 26 points for Western in the paint so far.
As well as 2 for 2 from three-point range. It's been efficient offensively so far for the Vikings. Grand Boys with it, gets it to Riley Dykstra. Down low to Walling again. Kicks it back out. Grand Boys, top of the arc, swishes it.
Yeah, she had a big night from 3 at Fairbanks. Didn't score in Anchorage, but starting to get the confidence in that shot back.
First 3 3-pointers attempted tonight by the Vikings. All of them finding the bottom of the net. Grand Boys there. Did get enough on it to send it out of bounds off of Pinson. Grand Boys might not have seen that until the end, but did get the turnover. That'll be a media timeout as Maddie Grand Boys drills a 3 to give the Vikings their largest lead of the night, 29-16.
You're getting thirsty. Bold. Refreshing. So good. I mean, dude.
To them, the whole world looks like an opportunity, one to be seized, built upon, and made better for their sport and the people around it. To student athletes, every opportunity is a chance to change what could be and show the world what opportunity can do.
Welcome back to Sam Carver Gymnasium, WECU Court. The Vikings with a 29-16 lead, starting to open things up. 7 points straight in the last minute, 23. Shooting 63% from the field right now to just 38.9 for Northwest Nazarene. And the Vikings have turned up the defensive pressure in the last couple minutes too, so that's another key.
This Nighthawks team actually gave the Vikings 2 losses last season. Vikings coming out as GNAC champions, but the Nighthawks had their number, a couple of overtime victories. Nighthawks have won 7 times against the Vikings here at Carver Gym, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it is hard to come into this gym and get a win as an away team, so even 7's a good number.
There are not a lot of away teams with 7 GNAC wins here, no.
Riley Dykstra pulls up from 3, hits it again. Vikings still perfect from beyond the arc.
4 for 4 from 4 different players.
Spreading out the offense from downtown and opening up a 32-16 lead. 16 points is the largest tonight. And it's now a 10-0 run for the Vikings. Nighthawks trying to respond. Kanishka, 3-point shot of her own, no good. Rebound Walling. With just under 5 minutes remaining in this half, Brooke Walling, 10 points, 6 rebounds already. That one out to Avery Dykstra, looking to make it 5. Can't do it, a little bit long. Rebound by Zaragoza. Too many steps.
Yeah, we touched on the points in the paint. Maybe one of the things that we should have also touched on is the disparity that these two teams come in rebounding. The Vikings lead the GNAC in rebounding rebounding margin at plus 12. I think they're second in the conference in total rebounds. Northwest Nazarene is last in the GNAC in rebound margin. Almost a deficit of 7 a game, and it's 15-6 right now.
Vikings more than doubling the rebound totals of the Nighthawks. Northwest Nazarene yet to have an offensive board. That one down low to Zaragoza. Can't get the layup to go. Rebound by Avery Dykstra. Kicks it all the way out. Olsen chasing, gets to it. Pulls up, contested, mid-range shot, no good. Nazarene having some trouble from the field, 7 for 20. Trying to turn things around there. That one is an air ball to the right. We'll see changes on both ends. First look at the floor is Shaughnessy Davis, sophomore out of Tacoma, Washington, coming on for the Nighthawks. We're also going to see Monique Fierke, the 3-point specialist, on the court. Maddie Grandboyce back out there. True Riley back out there. Olsen in the corner to Grandbois. Up to Walling. Riley going to work against Starr. Layup is short. Rebound, Riley. Second shot draws the foul. True, Riley will go to the line. Second trip to the line tonight for the Vikings. Foul was against Danica Starr.
Truett Riley this year, 7.4 rebounds a game in just 18.8 minutes. So if you do the math, that's one about every 2.5 minutes. And doing something like that again tonight, 5 minutes played and 3 rebounds.
And you can just see it whenever she's on the floor. She's chasing after everything, diving for it.
Yeah.
She leaves it out on the floor. Davis with it. Little spin move. Scoop layup. No good. Rebound, Brooke Walling. Swatted away from behind and taken back by the Nighthawks. Long outlet pass looking for Starr. Jumping and getting a hand to it was Truett Riley. Avery Dykstra back on the floor. Avery, the second leading scorer for the Vikings right now with 5. Tied with Molly Olsen. Vikings, of course, spreading out the scoring as always. Only 2 players without points. Walling playing some smothering defense, and the layup won't go from Claire Eubanks. Rebound, Nighthawks. And Danica Starr will be fouled there by Truett Riley. Go to the line. Starr, an 82% free throw shooter.
Okay, we talked about this in pregame. We now have the weird story of the night. Danica Starr from Oregon. About 11 years ago, her father won the World Championship pumpkin growing contest. Now, there's a number of regions to this, so I don't want to overstate it. But he won the West Coast region with a pumpkin that weighed roughly 1,750 pounds.
Danica Starr from a celebrity family.
Yes.
We're lucky enough to have her on the court tonight in Bellingham. She hits her free throws. (34-18) Vikings. They've looked good in this first half. Undefeated this season in Carver Gym. Looking to extend it as there's a block there by Davis. Walling grabs a rebound though. 1 on the shot clock, can't get the shot up in time. Shot clock violation. Good defense there from the Nighthawks to turn it over.
One of their better defensive possessions of the night. Blocked 2 shots and kept the Vikings out of the paint in that series too.
Dykstra tried to put up this shot a couple times within 5 seconds on the shot clock. Could not either time, as there's another little circus layup there from Davis. Won't go.
Yeah, just a little bit out of control. A good drive and then somehow stumbled and wasn't really able to elevate. You're frustrated, you've missed, then all of a sudden you commit a foul.
Peterson re-enters the floor, replacing Grandbois.
Northwest Nazarene just one of their last 10 from the field now down under 30% from the game.
Vikings, on the other hand, 50% from the field, 80% from 3. That's 4 for 5. Opening up this lead.
The Vikings have cooled off as well here in the last few minutes, just 1 of 7.
Steph Peterson trying to turn that around. 3-pointer is short. Quick shot in transition from Pinson will go.
Very nice.
Pinson, a bit of a slow start to this game. The leading scorer on the Nighthawks. That's her first points of the night. She's 1 for 4 now. No player on Northwest Nazarene more than 1 made bucket so far. Truett Riley at the top, working against Starr, drives in, kicks it to the corner. Monique Fierke hits it. What else would you expect from Monique Fierke? It's what she does. She knocks those shots down.
5 different Vikings with 3-pointers tonight.
That pass is long. It'll be Vikings ball. Molly Olsen re-enters the game for Fierke.
It has been a tough offensive quarter at the defensive end, as you see. the kick out here from Riley and Fierke knocking down the three. But for Northwest Nazarene, a very tough offensive quarter. They're just not getting any open looks right now. Really having to struggle for everything that they try to get off.
Vikings, on the other hand, have been able to find those open looks from deep, and when you give Fierke that much room in the corner, the 48% three-point shooter is going to hit it. That driving layup there from Molly Olson, very well done.
That's a drive about strength rather than quickness. Once she got that shoulder in front, there was no way that Davis was going to be able to recover. Molly able to get to the rim and get the lay-in.
36 seconds remaining in the half. Vikings lead by 19 now. Pinson with it, guarded by Dykstra. Davis on the edge, trying to drive in, swatted away by Dykstra, taken by Steph Peterson. In transition is Peterson. Gets it to Brooke Walling. Vikings will slow things down here. 12 seconds left in the half. Drew Riley backing down Starr. Now to Olson. Walling with it, 5 on the game clock. Down low to Riley. Layup won't go. Rebound, second layup is too strong. And it will remain a 19-point lead at the half. Great first half for the Vikings. They open up a 20-39 lead on the Northwest Nazarene University Nighthawks.
This was a 22-16 game, a little over 7 minutes left in the half, and the Vikings from there, a 17-4 spurt to take control of this one as we head into halftime.
Vikings 20 more minutes to pick up yet another home victory. We'll be back after the halftime break from Carver Gym on Viking TV.
At this time, as part of our WECU night, we're going to have some special people down here on the court. If you will draw your attention to the video board, we have a short video thanking WECU for all they do for Western athletics.
Hello, my name is Jonathan Ned. I'm from Brentwood, California, and I'm a communications major.
My name is Nick Velp. I'm from Seattle, Washington, and I'm a kinesiology major.
I just want to say thank you to WECU for giving us the opportunity to play college sports here at Western Washington.
Thank you, WECU, for everything you do for Western.
Hi, my name is Tala Itapu Longo, and I just want to thank WECU for giving me the chance to experience this amazing opportunity here at Western with the scholarship. Thank you. Go Vikes.
Hi, I'm Mason Oberg. I'm a freshman on the women's basketball team from Vancouver, Washington, and I'm a communication major.
Hi, I'm Carly Zaragoza. I'm a senior on the women's basketball team, and I'm an environmental science major.
We want to thank you for this opportunity to let us as student athletes be able to chase our dreams here at Western.
Thank you on behalf of all of our student athletes. We couldn't be here without you, and thank you for all the support for Western Washington University.
At this time, we would like to welcome to the court our friends from WECU. Over the past many years, they have been tremendous partners with Western and have made an immense impact on the university through their generosity. We are honored to recognize them tonight for their recent $500,000 commitment to Western Washington University. This incredible gift will benefit the entire university. Scholarship support has always been a priority for WECU, and this gift will provide several scholarships, helping our students by providing critical resources that lessen the financial burden of attending college, truly making a difference in their lives. Right here in our own Carver Gymnasium, they will proudly continue to sponsor WECU Court, which provides funds for student-athlete scholarships. They will also support our annual scholarship luncheons, the Great Puzzle Hunt, and Back to Bellingham this coming May. WECU's impact on Western has been transformational. We want to extend a special thank you to the president and CEO of WECU, Jennifer Kuchar, a graduate of Western who also serves on our foundation board of directors, and Jeff Dykstra, executive vice president at WECU and father to players Avery and Riley. Their leadership and commitment of supporting education has been instrumental in the strong relationship between WECU and Western. From all of us here at Western, we want to say thank you. Please join me in thanking WECU for the impact they have on all of us and the difference they make at this university. We are so grateful. Please, a round of applause for WECU and all they do for our university.
Be champions, standing in the Hall of Fame. And the world's gonna know your name. 'Cause you burn with the cross flame. And the world's gonna know your name. Walls of the Hall of Fame. Be a champion.
Western University is heading on to the Elite Eight.
As soon as I got here, I knew that I was going to love it.
Sun is shining in the sky. There ain't a cloud in sight. It stopped raining. Everybody's in the play. And don't you know, it's a beautiful new day. Hey, running down the avenue. See how the sun shines brightly in the city. On the streets where once was pity, Mr. Blue Sky is living in the day. Hey, Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. Where did we go wrong? Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. Where did we go wrong? Hey, you with the pretty face, welcome to the human race. A celebration, Mr. Blue Sky's up there waiting, and today is the day we've waited for. Oh, Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. Where did we go wrong? Hey there, Mr. Blue, it's a place to be with you. Look around, see what you do. Everybody smiles at you. Hey there, Mr. Blue, it's a place to be with you. Look around, see what you do. Everybody smiles at you. Mr. Blue Sky, Mr. Blue Sky, Mr. Blue Sky. Mr. Blue, you get it right.
from Western Washington University.
The GNAC Player of the Year puts it away for the Vikings.
DJ, the triple, are you kidding me?
Welcome back to Western Washington University. The Vikings with a 39-20 lead over Northwest Nazarene. Let's look at some of the numbers. Individual scoring leading the way for the Vikings was Brooke Walling with 10 points. Molly Olson with 7. We start to see some of the highlights, and they got to the ball to Walling, breaking the pressure. All of her buckets were right around the hoop. And then 5 points for Avery Dykstra. At the other end of the floor, Danica Starr had 5 to lead Northwest Nazarene. Nobody else with more than 3. Lydia Nieto with a 3-pointer, and just 20 points for the Nighthawks in the half. We see the halftime stats. The Vikings, who at one point were up around 60%, cooled off a little at 48.4. Northwest Nazarene at just 32, 8 of 25. And the 3-point percentage, a huge thing. The Vikings 5 of 7, 71%. The Nighthawks just 1 of 6, 17%. And then the big one, the other big number of the first half. Rebounds, Western with 23. Brooke Walling had 8 of those. Northwest Nazarene with just 11. So Adam, the Vikings with a 19-point lead. what are we going to see in the second half here?
Well, hopefully the Vikings can keep this level of domination going. Obviously, they are undefeated this season at Carver Gym. Only 2 losses on the season overall, and it's a little bit unfortunate for the Nighthawks coming off their best shooting game of the season against SPU. They were shooting 52% from the field, 62% from deep, 92% from the free throw line, but it's just not on tonight for the Nighthawks. 8 of 25 from the floor, 1 of 6 from three-point range, and only hitting half of their shots from the charity stripe. The Vikings with their usual dominance, and Brooke Walling, 10 points, 8 rebounds in that first half, well on her way to yet another triple-double. That'll be number 9 on the season for her. She continues to fill up the stat sheet, but Butch, really just the offensive look for the Vikings was working, of just getting it down low to Walling and getting it to those big players like Riley and Jamaica and Zaragoza, but also that was opening up space on the perimeter, and the Vikings hit their shots. Got a few open looks, 5 of 7 from 3. Everything was clicking on the offensive end.
Yeah. 16 of their first 26 were in the paint. Only 18 for the half, because then after that they were able to go out and knock down some threes. And this has been a remarkably efficient offensive team for most of the season. They've had a couple little blips here and there, maybe the loss at Montana State Billings and a couple other nights where they struggled at times. But generally, this has been a team that, hey, they're shooting almost 48% from the field this season, and they're hard to stop. There's so many different weapons and such athleticism that just makes it really difficult to find a way to stop this team consistently.
Only 1 player on this Vikings team without a point so far. That's Steph Peterson. She's only taken 1 shot. It was a 3-pointer that did not go, but once again, Vikings could be heading towards another night with every player getting a point. Nighthawks doing the same, but with a little bit less efficiency. Only 2 players on their team without a point, and yet 5 points is the leader, Danica Starr. Nighthawks, early possession. Can't get the shot to go. Rebound Walling. Was off from Nieto. Up the floor with it is Avery Dykstra. Had a little bit of space. Didn't take the shot, though. Now pulling up quickly for 3 is Molly Olson. Quick out of the gates.
Open enough, she made a ball fake, and still nobody came to her, and so she just pulled the 3.
Olson now with 10 points. Ties Walling for the leading scorer. Pass out to Starr. Now with Pinson. Pinson for 3. Can't get the response. Rolled out. Rebound to the Vikings. Northwest Nazarene now 1 of 7 from three-point range. Vikings 6 of 8. In the corner to Riley Dykstra. Down low to Walling. Now to Jamaica, who pulls up from deep. That one is off. And rebounded by the Nighthawks. Moving the other way is Nieto. Getting it to Pinson in transition. They'll slow things down here. And not looking there was Danica Starr. Didn't expect the pass. Jamaica says, thank you very much. I'll take it in transition. The layup is good.
Nice finish. Yeah, she was looking to screen away and didn't expect to get that pass in the trail. And now she's looking this time.
Just a little bit of lapse in concentration from the freshman Starr. Leads to 2 easy points on the other end for Jamaica. Nieto now gets it back to Pinson. In the corner is Emma Clark. Back to Pinson. Long 2-point shot from Nieto. Rims out. Northwest Nazarene has not scored in almost 4 minutes of game time. Walling draws the foul there. She'll go to the line for the first time tonight.
Steve Steele, the Northwest Nazarene coach, is going to sub 4 players. See if he can't generate some offense here with a bit of a shift change.
2 best 3-point shooters for the Nighthawks on the floor now, and Castledine and Kanishka.
Walling makes the first. In their victory the other night, they only took, last week, they only took 8 threes against Seattle Pacific. Now, they hit 5 of them. They really didn't look to take that many.
starting to get into an uncomfortable lead now. And then you might have to start putting up the deep ball. Only 20 points in that first half for the Nighthawks. That three-point shot just hasn't been falling for them. Kanishka, contested shot, almost banked it in. Shot clock was winding down. Looked up just like a desperation shot. Avery Dykstra with it. Working off a screen from Walling to the free throw line. Now back beyond the arc with Olsen. Getting a hand to it is Kanishka, but Dykstra picks it back up. Jamaica driving in now. 5 on the shot clock. Loses the handle. Taken away by the Nighthawks. Kanishka in transition. Gets it to Clark. Twelve turnovers apiece for these two teams. 10 on the shot clock for the Nighthawks. Kanishka with it, working against Olsen. Gets a little bit of space on the fake, but the layup is blocked by Olsen. Vikings, one of the best shot blocking teams in the nation.
Yeah, third nationally, 5.9 block shots a game, and so many different people that can do it.
They've been
Molly Olsen, what a play.
Been a little bit slower in the blocking category tonight. That was only their second. A little bit below their average. Defense overall, though, stifling. Only 20 points in the first half. NNU's yet to score in the second half. Driving in now. Drawing the foul. It's Dykstra. Riley Dykstra will go to the line.
So here's it without looking at it. Guess how many free throws do you think Riley Dykstra would have taken this year? We're in the 19th game of the season.
I'd say she have to be taking at least 4 per game.
Okay. This is her 9th free throw attempt of the year.
Wow.
I looked at that today and I was stunned because Riley Dykstra is not somebody who just hangs out in their perimeter and takes threes. She's in traffic, she rebounds, she drives, and yet this is free throw 9 and 10. And so 1 of 2 she made.
Kanishka bring the ball up the court. Nighthawks still looking for their first points of the second half. Walling playing good defense down low. That time it's a foul, though. Eubanks will go to the line.
And to finish the thought, I'm with you. I would have thought it would have been around 3 or 4 a game. And I'm really surprised it isn't higher.
Dykstra, the sophomore guard out of Everson, Washington, the younger of the Dykstra sisters. First shot, low arc in the basket from Eubank. Riley had a season high 18 points at Central Washington. Has it now. Outlet up front to Grand Boys. Now to Jamaica. Jamaica loses it through the legs. Picked up by Nieto. Kanishka with it. Driving is Nieto. In the corner, Kanishka, 3-point shot, no good. Kanishka looks a little bit hobbled after that one. Gets her way up the floor, though. So Northwest Nazarene able to break that scoreless streak of over 5 minutes. Pass inside to Jamaica. Rejected, though, by Nieto.
Lydia Nieto has some hops. She's only 5'9", but was able to get up and block the 6-foot Jamaica on that one.
Vikings will maintain possession. Something we might not have expected to see, but Northwest Nazarene with more blocks than the Vikings right now. Is that quick basket there from Jamaica. Nighthawks with 3 blocks on the night, Vikings with 2. Getting it down low now to Eubanks, guarded by Walling. Eubanks fighting for space, too many steps. Other way. Gonna have a media timeout here. Vikings extended the lead to 27 points. 49-22.
You're getting thirsty, bold, refreshing. So good. I mean, dude.
Welcome back to Carver Gymnasium. The Vikings leading 49-22. You see the Northwest Nazarene bench. Steve Steele in his 7th year. Came into the year with a record of 110-47, so over 70% winning percentage. Spent some time at Seattle Pacific. Here's one for you. Steve Steele, as a college athlete, was a soccer player, not a basketball coach. You know, Carmen Dolfo was actually a 2-sport athlete. She also played volleyball in addition to basketball.
A couple of 2-sport coaches doing very well in the GNAC. Dolfo, of course, a legend of Western Washington hoops. Fierke fakes the shot. Quickly off the restart. Committing to the block was Kate Clark. You got to commit to try to defend that Fierke three-pointer, but did not go. Walling with it. Gets it back to Fierke. 10 on the shot clock. Fierke driving in now. Drawing the foul. Monique Fierke will go to the line, shoot 2.
Yeah, Loy Wade got a little bit behind the play and trying to come over and help, and hit Fierke pretty hard. Now, it probably wouldn't surprise you that Monique Fierke has only tried 6 free throws this year.
The three-point specialist, of course, driving in that time, going to the line, missing the first free throw.
That's more than the 2-pointer she's tried, which is 4. So
Yeah.
that drive in itself was a little bit of a surprise.
Fierke, an elite shooter, a little bit surprisingly, has now only made 3 of 8 free throws this season.
You need more attempts to get your rhythm, right?
Absolutely. Quick shot there off the restart. Falls from Clark.
Kate Clark of the Clark sisters getting that bucket there. Both from Melba. Very short drive from Nampa.
Going to ground there, but keeping the play alive is Grand Boys, getting it to Riley. Now with Zaragoza. Now to Fierke. In the corner, Avery Dykstra crossing over left to right. Smothered down low. Out of bounds, Vikings ball. Vikings right now holding a 26-point lead over the Northwest Nazarene Nighthawks as they look to go 7-0 in Carver Gym. As that layup is good from Avery Dykstra. Dykstra with her 7th point of the night.
Good aggressive move from Avery Dykstra.
Little commitment there from Avery Dykstra leaves the layup wide open from Loy Wade. Dykstra gambled to get the steal, did not pay off there. Wade 4 points on 2 of 2 shooting now. Fierke has it tapped away by Castledine. And the Nighthawks will take possession back. 14th turnover for the Vikings. 8th steal for the Nighthawks. Down low to Starr. Starr pulls up from mid-range. Friendly bounce.
The softest rim in the GNAC.
Showing once again here.
But a nice little idea from Danica Starr, that little quick release on the turnaround.
Starr is yet to miss a shot. 2 for 2 from field goal range. 1 for 1 from 3. Leading scorer for the Nighthawks with 7 points. That one goes out of bounds. It'll be a media timeout here with the Vikings leading. 52-28.
I would summarize my experience at Western as I was a guarded, nerdy kid who loved to perform, who allowed herself to put in the time and effort to carve herself into something.
Junk in the trunk, junk in the trunk,
And whatever that was has led me to where I am right now, to be a fully realized woman. And I'm really thankful for the time and the effort that I put in for myself, because if I didn't do it, no one else was going to.
You're getting thirsty. Bold. Refreshing. So good. I mean, dude.
Welcome back. You get a look there at Erica Van Dyken, tonight's honorary coach, as part of the Pink Night fundraiser for cancer research and funding. Erica played here 2009 to 13, survived a battle with lung cancer, is now cancer-free, and also during her senior year, her father, Eric Ramstead, passed away from cancer, so very heavily impacted, but doing well and happy to be back on the Viking bench tonight.
Being honored in pregame. Good turnout here on Pink Night. Carver Crazies out in force. And the Vikings putting on a show, now leading 52-28 over the visiting Nighthawks.
It's amazing what coaches across the country have done to raise money for cancer research at all levels. It really is impressive.
The layup there is good from Jordan Pinson. We, of course, love to watch our teams play and win, but at the end of the day, when this can all be towards something good, something bigger than this, it's great to see. Driving in now is Truett Riley. Open lane to the hoop. Gets it to go.
Great take. And able to lose the defender with the ball fake and just had that open lane to the basket.
And good defense there. Sends it out of bounds. It will be Nighthawks ball. See Truett Riley, a little ball fake, wide open lane to the hoop. Been a bit of an off night for her. She's now 1 for 6. But as always, going hustle on the defensive end, getting boards, affecting the game however she can. There's a quick little pull-up jumper is off from Pinson, rebounded by Zaragoza. Long outlet pass, trying to find Steph Peterson. It'll be going the other way. Riley Dykstra re-enters the floor for Grand Boys.
Molly Olson will commit some turnovers here and there. It's because she's aggressive. We saw some of the passes she made earlier. They created easy layups. The high-risk passes that she takes are ones that if they're complete, they're going to get somebody a basket. It's not like you're just taking a high risk to get a three.
Peterson with the steal there. Peterson, the only Viking without a point. Getting it down to Truett Riley, finds Riley Dykstra wide open for three. Gets it to go. Vikings are now 7 of 10 from three-point range. Molly Olson and Riley Dykstra both a perfect 2 for 2 from downtown. Looking for a response are the Nighthawks, and once again, there is just a lid on the basket for Northwest Nazarene. It'll be a jump ball there. Possession arrow in favor of the Vikings. Nazarene now 1 for 9 from three-point range.
Well, and just 12 of 37 overall, 32.4%.
The Vikings with 7 three-point makes. Nighthawks 8 misses. Riley tries to get it to Dykstra in the corner. Took a deflection off of McKenna Castledine. Dykstra with the inbound pass. Took too long there. Turnover there. 5-second violation.
Something amiss in the timing on that inbound play.
Results in another Viking turnover. It's their 18th of the night. But they take it right back with Zaragoza. And now up to Truett Riley. Blocked away at the buzzer by Danica Starr. That'll do it for the third quarter, but the Vikings have opened up the lead to 27 points, 30-57. Last 10 minutes from Carver Gym coming up right after this.
To them, the whole world looks like an opportunity, one to be seized, built upon, and made better for their sport and the people around it. To student athletes, every opportunity is a chance to change what could be and show the world what opportunity can do.
Going into the fourth quarter, the Vikings holding a 57-30 lead. It's been another good night at Carver Gym for the Vikings. For Northwest Nazarene, just hasn't been there shooting-wise. 12 of 37 from the field, 1 of 9 from three-point range. Looking to finish off this game strong, but a 27-point lead looking maybe a bit insurmountable for this fourth quarter. Vikings might be headed towards their 7th win here at Carver Gym this season.
Interesting that the Vikings in the first meeting in Nampa had a 26-point lead going into the fourth quarter. Got that up to the low 30s, 31-32. And then late, Northwest Nazarene made a bit of a run. It actually ended up only being a 16-point game. The victory wasn't really in doubt, but it did get a little close.
Danica Starr, mid-range shot, swishes it right off the start. I've got to stop talking. Northwest Nazarene quickly get points on the board in the fourth.
She's 3 for 3 tonight. 9 points, a very solid night from the freshman.
Peterson gets it out to Dykstra. Little spin move in the paint. Nice little layup there, going into her bag of tricks to get it to the hoop.
A little bit of contact along the way, just fought it off and got the finish.
Dykstra now with 9 points on a perfect. 3 for 3 from the field, 2 for 2 from 3. That's a good little dish there to find Castledine, who puts it away. Unselfish play by Starr. Dykstra the other way. Gets it to Peterson at the top. Peterson tries to get it down to Zaragoza, but it's taken away by Eubanks. That'll be a foul called against Riley Dykstra. Contact there with Kanushka. Be 3 subs now for the Vikings. Jamaica, Grandboyce, and Walling re-enter the floor. Walling just 1 rebound away from her 9th double-double of the season. She's got just under 9 minutes to pick that rebound up. Kanushka with it. Guarded by Dykstra. Now to Eubanks. 3-point attempt from Nieto is no good. Avery Dykstra with it. 7 points on the night. Brooke Walling, the leading scorer, with 12 now. Walling driving all the way, getting out to Riley Dykstra from 3. No good this time. Nieto gets it now to Kanushka. Kanushka running in. Down low, drawing a foul.
Looks like that's going to be the 4th on Riley Dykstra.
And Molly Olson will be waiting in the wings. That 4th foul on Dykstra as the layup is missed by Starr. Jamaica gets it up to Grandboyce. Down low to Walling. Dykstra with it. Faking the shot was Jamaica and then driving in. Looks like that one got blocked a little bit by Danica Starr, but it still got up.
Jamaica just pushed it through the block to finish.
Impressive strength finish from Katrina Jamaica. You can almost give Starr a block on that one, but Jamaica said no.
Maybe we'll give her an assist. It was a good defensive effort.
Just seems like whenever Jamaica gets in those low mid-range shots, there's nothing you can do to stop her. Shot was off from Northwest Nazarene. He'll have a foul on the other end. It'll be against Northwest Nazarene.
Again, knocks that ball. You think you're going to knock it away, and no, Jamaica holding on for that extra beat to get the finish. And then those two at it again on the next possession, battling for post position, and they ruled that Starr pulled Jamaica down. So the Vikings will trigger on the baseline.
Inbound goes to Avery Dykstra. Smothered defensively, traveling on that play. Dykstra looked to get to the top of the paint there, make something happen, but two Nighthawks just swarmed to her, shut her down. Kind of Castledine with it. Now to Kanishka. Kanishka guarded by Olsen. 6.5 remaining in the game. Long two-point shot there from Nieto's no good. Olsen working off a screen by Jamaica. Now getting it to Walling, mid-range jumper. Unlucky bounce, but the rebound grab by Grandboys, who puts it away.
Good hustle play by Maddie Grandboys.
Grandboys came streaking in to grab that rebound. Wide open shot here for Castledine, won't go. That just shows right there, you get one of your three-point shooters in Castledine, wide open in the corner, and she can't make it. That's a nice little move from Jamaica there. She got Lydia Nieto in the air and put it away after she came back down to earth. That'll cause a timeout here. Vikings have extended the lead to 31 in Carver Gym, coasting towards yet another victory.
When I learned about the Sustainability, Equity, and Justice Fund, it was this large sum of money for students to make Western a more sustainable campus. I was in the rec center just kind of thinking about this. People are working out super tough, and all this kinetic energy is wasted. I found out that there were products there on the market that would generate energy for Wade King Rec Center, and just wrote the application for the grant.
It's not about generating electricity in order to feed electrons back into the grid. It's really about educating students. Making that bridge between theory and practice is really key to what we do at Western.
You're getting thirsty. Bold. Refreshing. So good. I mean, dude.
Vikings domination in Carver Gym right now as you see Maddie Grandboys on a good hustle, rebound, putback layup. Currently hold a 31-point lead over the Northwest Nazarene Nighthawks. Now, the pressure was put on them by Montana State Billings, who won earlier today. Vikings needed a win to maintain sole possession of that top spot in the GNAC, and they have delivered tonight in front of the home crowd. The restart goes to Jordan Pinson. No Nighthawks in double-digit scoring tonight so far. Danica Starr, their leading scorer, with 9. Nobody else with more than 4. In the corner with Kate Clark. Now to Eubanks. Pinson driving in. Gets some room for the mid-range shot. Won't go. Rebound Eubanks. Fighting for it is Brooke Walling and taking it away. Losing out of bounds, though, will be Northwest Nazarene ball. Walling fighting for that rebound. Needs one more for a double-double. On the floor now, Ellie Friend getting her first minutes of the game for the Nighthawks. The junior out of Sumner, Washington. Avery Dykstra with it. Double screen. The top of the key, now to Jamaica. Wide open for the three. Can't get it to go from the top.
A shame. Such a nicely executed play there.
In the corner now, driving in is Emma Clark. Kicks it all the way to the other side. Three-pointer from Kate Clark is no good. Rebound by the Nighthawks, though. Eubanks grabbed and got it to Pinson. Eubanks now at the top. 10 on the shot clock. Pinson guarded by Fierke. Pinson puts up a shot. Wide right. Taken by Jamaica on the rebound. And being fouled there is Jamaica by Eubanks.
That might be the little cylinder rule there where you can't get into a player's space. So when Jamaica pivoted, Eubanks caught one in the nose, but still got the personal foul.
Steph Peterson back on the floor. Only player in white without a point so far tonight. They'll try to get her point as well as getting Brooke Walling her double-double. That one gets into True Riley. Riley can't get the layup to go, gets her own rebound. Second layup is good. True Riley showing that hustle once again, grabbing some offensive boards and getting some points on the board. Friend with it. Friend against Zaragoza. Puts up the mid-range shot, Ooh. Bounces home. Highly contested shot.
Through the arm, yeah, tough shot.
Friend gets it to go for her first points of the night.
Steve Steele will call a 30-second timeout.
We'll stay here for it.
I don't know that Brooke Walling's going to get that double-double tonight. Vikings up 31 with under 4 minutes to play. I wouldn't be at all surprised if her night is complete.
Unfortunate for Brooke Walling, looking for her 9th double-double. I thought she had a chance to get it before halftime, but leveled out a little bit.
Still a great performance, and she's only played 28 minutes tonight. And just put up the numbers she has. So we give you an update from Seattle. Seattle Pacific leading the Western Washington men 41-40, about a minute and a half into the second half. Kai Johnson already with 12 points for the Vikings to lead them. See if they can break out of their recent slump and get a victory down at Royal Brome tonight.
Viking men on a tough little run of form. Going on the road as the women start a homestand. Zaragoza gets it and one. That's the strength of Carly Zaragoza right there. Gets the ball with space to move towards the hoop. Good little turn. Just got Eubanks in a bad position and got the finish.
Carly Zaragoza has been so good. As you said, 13.7 points a game coming into the last three contests. A little over 10 a game over the last 7, and just been a very solid contributor off the bench in the last few weeks.
Shaughnessy Davis comes off the bench once again for the Nighthawks. Driving in here is Davis, trying to get the layup, and it's swatted by Zaragoza. Stepped out of bounds, getting the rebound. We saw that from Shaughnessy Davis last time she was on the floor, just immediately driving to the hoop and trying to get the layup, and rejected there by Zaragoza. Pass in there, trying to find Friend. Went off of Zaragoza again. Still will be Nighthawks ball. Northwest Nazarene is one of their last 10 from the field. That'll be a foul there against Monique Fierke. Fierke's first foul. And right now for the Vikings, you're seeing a bit of a second string squad on the floor to see this one out. But I tell you, Butch, this is a team that could still compete in the GNAC. And that's a nice little and one play. Shaughnessy Davis.
She's come in and been aggressive tonight. Yeah, the depth of this squad, and this is without Mason Oberg available tonight.
Now True Riley, a great center option. Monique Fierke, a knockdown three-point shooter. Zaragoza, a great contributor all around. Grand Boyce, good passer and point guard option. Fierke open for three. Can't get it to go. Gets her own rebound.
You've got 8 people on this team averaging 6 points a game or better. There's so many people who on a given night can get hot and lead you in scoring.
5 on the shot clock, down low to Zaragoza. Tries to get it to Riley. Riley loses the ball, and that's going to be a shot clock violation. 2.5 remaining.
They put the whammy on him, praising all that offensive firepower, and you get a shot clock violation. But not much has gone wrong for the Vikings tonight.
Vikings 52% from the field, 53% from three. That's 7 for 13. Everything has been working on the offensive end as that pull-up shot is no good. Foul on Friend on the rebound.
So the fewest points, as you mentioned earlier, off the air, Vikings have given up, the fewest points they've given up in GNAC play this year is 47. Northwest Nazarene's going to have to do a little bit of work to get to that. The fewest they've given up overall is 40.
Grand Boyce for three. Comes a little hobbled on that right ankle, and we're going to stop play here. Maddie Grand Boyce back to her feet now. Perhaps a little bit of contact over that three-point shot. Came up a little hobbled on that right foot.
Somewhere or another landed awkwardly.
You saw immediately as she landed back after that three. She went to ground. Checking in for her is Riley Dykstra. Dykstra gets it down low to Zaragoza. Zaragoza layup is short. And she commits a foul. They're going to take another look at that one. Not exactly sure what they're taking another look at here.
They're going to look to see who is going to.
They're checking for a push.
Oh, are they looking maybe at an elbow being swung there?
I believe they're looking at Loy Wade on a push there, see if it was something beyond just a common foul. Upon replay, didn't look purposeful to me, but I'll have another look at it there. Do you see the Carver Crazies coming out in force on Pink Night tonight? Been such great support all season for these Vikings. Looking to deliver yet another home victory. Team that is top 10 nationally ranked at number 9 right now. Second in the West region behind only Cal State Dominguez Hills.
Yeah, that's very tight. Be interesting to see what the committee actually says when we see all that in a few weeks. And they really are the two teams sort of set themselves apart. San Marcos is third, but both Western and Dominguez Hills have beaten them. So you think they'd probably get the tie, both those teams would get the tiebreaker there.
Vikings certainly have a list of accolades that they've done this season, a 14-game winning streak that got broken in Billings. A couple of back-to-back 100-point games, a three-point shooting record.
In a sense that Northwest Nazarene went to Billings and won 80-79.
It's interesting to see Northwest Nazarene actually really helping the Vikings cause in the GNAC.
Absolutely. And they've had some solid victories this year. They got off to a good start early on. They were 6-2 at one point and just have not been able to find consistency since then. A couple of really good wins, but they'll be 3-9 in their last 12 games now. It's not what you'd expect from a program. So we are just going to have the common foul on Zaragoza, and that will send Loy Wade to the line to shoot a pair.
First shot from Wade is good. Wade now the second leading scorer on Northwest Nazarene with 5. Misses the second. 1 minute, 45 seconds left in the game. Peterson brings it up. She's looking for her first points. Riley Dykstra calling for some screen from Zaragoza. Gets it out to Riley. Down low to Zaragoza. Fierke. Dykstra with it. 5 on the shot clock. Getting it out to Zaragoza. Zaragoza's got to pull the trigger. Floater is just short. Rebounded by Loy Wade. Vikings 70 and NU 40. That layup is no good. The crowd at Carver here believes that we will win, and let me tell you, Butch, I believe it too.
You're not supposed to do that chant when it's obvious. Show some faith and do it when the game's in doubt.
30 points is the difference. We'll see if NNU can set a world record, 30 points in 43 seconds.
I believe that started at Utah State, that chant.
I didn't know that. That's interesting.
Yeah, maybe 10 or 15 years ago. But they would do it when the game was in a little bit of doubt. And they had another chant that they would do about reciting the numbers on the scoreboard when the game was truly over.
Chant that's found its way into other sports. Hear it in.
Yes, it's everywhere now. The I believe thing is, yeah.
Having a chat here with Elliot Lee. Freshman out of Meridian, Idaho. Just getting our first minutes of the game here. Elliot Lee, surely the shortest player on the floor, standing at 5'4". In for the last 45 seconds. She'll go guard Dykstra. That one gets to Steph Peterson. Now to Zaragoza. Zaragoza for 3.
There it is.
Swishes it.
Her first attempt of the year.
Harley Zaragoza, smile on her face as she knocks down the three-pointer to give her 10 points on the night. Vikings 8 for 15 from three-point range tonight.
The first make of her career, and only the second attempt.
Congratulations to Carly Zaragoza opening up her three-point account in her senior year.
I don't know this for sure. I wouldn't be surprised if Carly Zaragoza hit a handful of them in high school. She's a very much of a do-it-all player in high school and would bring the ball up against pressure in some situations as well. So
Steph Peterson with it. Shot clock is turned off, and it looks like Steph Peterson is going to dribble this one out. And it is another very convincing victory for the Western Washington University Vikings. They allow only 41 points against Northwest Nazarene, the least they have allowed in GNAC play this season. The second least they've allowed all season, the other being 40 points by Dominican. And it is another great day for the Western Washington Vikings. They pick up a 73-41 victory and go to 11-1 in the GNAC. Butch, what went right for the Vikings today?
Well, balance is maybe the big thing, Adam. 12 points for Brooke Walling, 10 each for Katrina Jamaica, Molly Olson, and Carly Zaragoza. Throw in 9 for Riley Dykstra. You know, the Vikings shoot just under 51% from the field and then go 8 of 15 from three-point range. At the other end, a real struggle. 9 points, the leading the way by Danica Starr. And
Western Washington University goes to 11-1 in the GNAC. Northwest Nazarene falls to 5-7. Western Washington will be back this Saturday for a rivalry game against Central Washington University, a marquee matchup here at Carver Gym as they try to maintain their perfect home record. We hope you tune in for that this Saturday at 7 p.m. Final score, Vikings 73, Northwest Nazarene 41. I've been Adam Race alongside Butch Kamina on Viking TV. We'll have a interview coming up with Jeff Evans between him and Steph Peterson. But for me and Butch, as always, good night and Sko Vikes.
We're here post-game. Head coach Carmen Dolfo, junior guard Steph Peterson. Coach, defense. You held a good NNU team to 41 points. Are you proud of your team's performance tonight?
Yeah, I really was. I thought they played outstanding defense and the whole game. You know, they were really focused for that. And I think, you know, sometimes when your shots aren't falling as much, your defense controls it, and I thought it did tonight.
Steph, you've been getting a lot more playing time lately. You've been out there, a lot of steals, defense. How awesome is it to be on this team, this program? Your first year here at Western. You guys are 16-2, and you're rolling.
I mean, it's amazing. This group of girls, we're like a family, and it's so fun to play, and we all do it for each other, and it's just like an amazing atmosphere.
Coach, Central, Saturday night, you guys are both in the national rankings in the picture. How big is this game on Saturday, and how do you take this performance into that game against the Wildcats?
Well, hopefully we can bring the same intensity on defense, and Central's an excellent team, and they've got 3 really big scorers, and so it's going to really come down to our defense.
Pink night here. You had an old player, Erica Van Dyke. How special is it to have your team to wear that pink, but also to honor her and all those people that are affected by cancer?
I mean, Erica is just an outstanding woman, and she just is a role model to so many, and to have her with us tonight really meant a lot.
Steph, last question. How excited are you for Saturday?
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. We've been looking forward to this game since last time we played them. It's going to be a battle, but I'm really looking forward to it.
All right, you can tune in to Saturday's game against Central Washington, 7 p.m. on Vikings TV, but be here in Carver Gym. Tip-offs at 7 p.m.